This is probably the closest time that I'm about to quit my cabinet making job. This is 10 a.m. in the morning, and we got nothing to do right now. It's a light day, and I talked to my boss to see if I can go home early, and she accepted. And I've been in this job, in this trade for 2 weeks, I say, for cabinet making. And I don't really like this job. And there's something off of me that I couldn't say clearly. It's mostly due to my living habit and how my body reacts to all these workings. I sleep very early. I sleep very late. I play video games a lot. Today, I got off work at 9:30. I brought myself to an A&W restaurant near the gas station in the north of Calgary. And that specific restaurant in that gas station is a place that I usually go when I unload the container a few months ago. In the beginning of this year, 2025, I moved to Calgary due to several reasons. And back in that time, in the beginning of 2025, I just quit from the very first job, material handler, right after I graduate. So I got no experiences, no awareness, and no knowledge about this industry and my ability overall. And it's a very depressed time. In the beginning of 2025, I live with my mother, and she mentally abuses me for a very long time. It's a bad history that I don't even want to mention. And in the very few months of 2025, that's the worst time in my life. I used to work as the delivery driver, material handler, warehouse operator, warehouse assistants, the cashier in the liquor store, the glass wiper. And all these tough jobs to get me through, to get me survive. I remember there's one time I unloaded a container for 12 fucking hours. Unloading container by hand. There's no forklift, no pallet jacks. Hand by hand, piece by piece. 30 kilogram per box. I did that for 12 hours. And the first few months in 2025 is the toughest time I ever had. It's a bad memory. And then today, it was already October. I went back to that gas station. I had my breakfast there, thinking about all these times. Some idea come up in my head. During this time, I keep switching jobs. And started from May this year, from May to October right now, my situation slowly gets better. I started to work as a woodworker. Back in the time, at May, I joined the molding shop for 3 months. And my life got a little bit more stable. And then I switched to furniture designer with a 70K per year. It's a high-paying job. But my skill set didn't quite match. And I quit. And I decided to quit because I couldn't take that judgment from my boss. I know I'm not good enough and I can't take that judgment, so I quit. And now I'm working as a cabinet maker based on all these experiences. It's easy to find an entry-level cabinet maker job here if you have, because I'm graduated as Bachelor of Design, Industrial Design specifically. I have the background in drawings, in woodworking, and in blueprint readings. All these educations, it's easy for me to find a job as a cabinet maker. So that's what I did. And it leads to me to my position right now. It's not a high-paying job, but it can sustain my life with $21 per hour. But the thing is that my mentality stays the same. There are many times, and that reflects to my daily habit. In the very beginning of this year, or way back, let me trace my memory all the way back. I was used to be the person who eating McDonald's, who eat junk food all the time, and projectile my expectation to myself in the video games. I was always that person. Until now, I feel like I never changed. It's this feeling of I'm less than someone, I'm not good enough, this constant voice that affecting me to keep escaping. And today, it leads to a point that I really want to quit this job as cabinet maker. But when I sit in that gas station having my breakfast, all these memories come back. A few months ago, I lived with my mother, and she abuses me every day by words, by mental, and it got me into a more serious depression. I have to see my psychology therapist every week. I'm still taking that therapy right now every single week. And I remember that a few months ago I was living in the hell, and I couldn't even afford my single bedroom apartment. I was constantly living under her attack, and I can't even sleep properly. I have to work the heavy labors to survive. And when I remember that times of period, and comparing to now, I can basically sustain myself right now. I'm not gonna starve to death or be homeless. And I start to think, I'm progressing, and this job is not that bad. But why do I still feel this? Why do I still feel I'm less than someone? Why do I feel like I'm wasting my life, and I feel like no fulfillment in my life? And that's why I start to think, maybe it isn't the job. I was trying really hard recently to pick up my skill sets, my drawing skill, my 3D modeling skill, my design skill, blueprint skill. Back when I was in university, all the design tools that I use, my throat hurt. To become a designer, let me grab a coffee. I was really trying to do that. Change a trade. Don't be a cabinet maker. Keep handling all the resumes. But today's morning I started to think maybe it isn't a job. If I only work 6 hours per day and eat properly, sleep properly, and losing weight constantly, I would love to stay in this factory, build my experience, and be a pro cabinet maker in 2 to 3 years and make $30 an hour. That would be one way to constantly improve my skill set and use my free time to learn. It is actually not that bad. So what's the issue? What's the issue that really want me to quit this job? I think it might be the mindset that I have all the way through from my university, from the day I see my mother to here. But I don't really want to blame my mother for being abusive to me. She was born in the environment that she's not being respected. She has mental illness. She's not a qualified mother, to be precise. I hate her. Well, I still hate her, if I want to be honest, for giving me this value, for giving me this impression of me less than somebody. I think it might be this mindset that causes me to keep quitting jobs and keep playing video games, eating junk foods. It's this mindset that really makes me think I'm less than someone. And there's a certain point of my life that I started to think, okay, or as they say, this is all I can do in my life. When I work as a package delivery driver in a city and traveling all these fancy houses and sending all these packages, I started to ask myself, why am I doing this? And back in a few months, I can't even imagine like me having a proper sleep and really being respected by someone. I was keep having this mindset for a very long time that makes me think I can only abuse myself to survive. Eating junk food, playing video games. This is all I deserve. So and then I want to redirect my focus from switching jobs to myself. It might just me if I have a better lifestyle, if I can eat more healthy, if I can still work out after that 10-hour shift. I will be more satisfied with myself. I will be more fulfilled rather than spending all my time playing video games and eating McDonald's. It might just be me. It might not be the job. And that's one thing that I really found is important in my life. And it kind of reshaped how I think. And I want to share this mindset because it's like a virus that lived in my body for a very, very long time. I never changed. I never improved myself from that little, how to say that, the feeling that I am less than someone. I never try to get rid of that feeling before. And it showed up on my daily life. Like I can't sleep early. I can't eat properly. And I was kept playing video games. All these things lead to an perspective of me thinking I don't deserve the good life. I was constantly having this concept of I don't deserve to be respected, and I don't deserve to live in a healthy life. I have to sacrifice, I have to abuse myself to survive. So today is a very important breakpoint of me to, to really working on the things that I should be working on a very long time ago. And switching my focal point from the jobs to myself. It's the mindset that I have of me abusing myself to survive, this mindset that causes me to feel like I can't stay in that environment. I can't keep working. I can't just I can't sleep early, I can't live a healthy life. It's that mindset that really stopped me from being more peaceful. I'm still in the shock right now. I'm trying to gather all my thinkings to the point of where I want to go next. I need to believe I deserve these things. I need to believe I'm no longer less than someone. I deserve healthy food. I deserve good sleep. And I deserve to control my life. I don't need to squeeze all my time, and I don't need to live in a lifestyle that I'm less than someone to survive. I no longer need to survive. I need to live. It's this toxic feeling that I get from mother in many years that makes me think I need to survive. I need to abuse my time, abuse myself to survive, squeeze all my time into studying, to learning, to be loved. But I no longer need that. The main reason that I want to quit this job is 10-hour shift. And I need to wake early, but I can't get myself sleep at 10 o'clock because I was pushing myself to play video games and eating junk foods to feel I'm existent. And my brain starts to get messy now because, okay, I'll try to record a summarize. Yeah, today I used all these times to gather my thoughts and redirect my focal point to the real issues. The real issue for me right now isn't about the jobs. So I will treat today as a break day. When I got off the company, I almost felt like I quit this job. But I knew exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to panic and rush to another labor job like this, or even worse. So the real problem isn't really the job, it's my mindset. I need to work on this mindset of I'm less than someone. I need to make me feel like I deserve the healthy life. I deserve to be respected, to respect myself, and I don't need to abuse my body, abuse my time to survive. I need to switch my mindset from surviving and into a state of respecting myself and living a healthy life. Well, that's my history of working. I'm still working on my mindset. It's I will see my psychological therapist for today afternoon, and well, it's quite a story of me getting jobs this year. It's a very long story. It's a tough time, and I'm just gonna keep moving forward. It's not gonna be easy life. It's not gonna be easy for me in the next few days. I can't imagine what I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna be there's a lot of fight in my brain right now, and I need to fight the voice that attack me all the time. You don't deserve it. You need to abuse yourself to survive. You need other people's attention. You need validation. All these kind of things I get from my toxic mother. I need to fight that. It's not gonna be an easy fight, and that voice constantly drag me into the mud hole of being abusive to myself mentally. And I don't want to be that. I want to be a better person. I don't want to live in the shadow of my original family. Okay? I will keep fighting that voice.